Okay. This is Mike Outlaw from Outlaws Generation with Nick. He's filming in the background. I'm here at Rose City Comic Con interviewing the marketing director, Lauren Dabb.
Hi.
So, here's my questions. What was one memorable convention you managed?
Well, I have been doing these for quite a few years. Last year was pretty memorable just because it was quite the challenge. Lots of different things and new ways of having to do things. I have to say though, this year has been pretty great. Like, it does feel very similar to what it used to be, and we've just heard some really amazing things from customers and fans, and so I'm really enjoying this one.
Awesome. You worked for Left Field Media when you start working there. I looked at Left Field Media website, and they run several conventions like Rose City and Anime New York City.
Yep.
And other stuff like amusement parks.
Yes, so we have 4 events in our portfolio. So we have Rose City Comic Con, which is here obviously, Awesome Con, which is in Washington, D.C., Anime NYC, which is in New York City, and Anime Frontier, which is in Fort Worth, Texas. So each one's a little bit different, but the Comic Cons are like what you would expect from a Comic Con, and the anime shows are an anime show.
Okay. Do you need a special college degree to be a director or marketing and media?
So I did get my bachelor's degree in public relations, and at the time I knew I wanted to go into event planning, and all they offered was a minor. So I went to a school that did offer that. I do think they have event planning degrees now at certain schools. I would say the one thing is you just want to figure out what you want to do in event planning. There's marketing, there's operations, there's sales, and I don't think it hurts to have education around that, whether it's some sort of training experience, a college degree, but you'll kind of want to figure out first like how you want to fit into the event planning.
So you have managed anime cons. I have been to Emerald City Comic Con, and there has been anime and manga artists and comic artists. And do you think Comic Con should focus on comic books and superhero movies? Or is it okay to focus on anime and video games too?
Sure. So I do think there's a little bit of crossover between anime and the Comic Cons. I think that Comic Cons are more mainstream anime now, and then anime conventions are a lot more deep into that anime world. So I don't think it hurts to have a little bit of anime because you are going to have fans that like that, and at our shows we try to have something for everyone. So we have a little bit of anime here, and we've got comic guests, so I do think there's some intersection there. But the anime is where, if you're a true anime fan, you have lots of animes that you watch. That is where you're going to get your best anime content.
All right. When you go to Portland, what is your go-to places for food?
Oh my goodness. I love exploring new places when I come to Portland. We have a lot of friends out here just from having Rose City, and I feel like they always take me somewhere different. When I'm working the convention, I kind of stick around the convention center just because we have late nights and stuff like that. So I don't know what my favorite would be. I honestly, every time I come, I try to find somewhere new, and I love every place I've been to in Portland.
I usually stop sometimes at Voodoo Donuts.
Yeah,
sometimes.
we usually get Voodoo Donuts one morning, so I can't miss that one.
There you go. Nice. What do you think of Oregon Convention Center? Do you like the venue? And I wish there was more parking or hotels around the area.
I've been to many cities where there's convention centers, and I think that the parking around convention centers, weirdly, is just usually pretty small. So I don't think it's just a Portland thing. I actually really love the Oregon Convention Center. Compared to some other ones, like the Washington, D.C. Convention Center is 2 miles in length. So if you have to go from the front of the entrance to the exhibit hall, you're walking like 2 miles. So Oregon's nicely kind of compact. You can take different routes to get somewhere quickly. I think it's really nice here. I think they take really good care of it. Their staff is amazing. Like, it's definitely a convention center I enjoy visiting.
Awesome. When do you think everyone will stop wearing masks at the convention?
I think that eventually it will become personal preference. I think that we'll still see people wearing masks. Outside of COVID, there was always con crud, and I think that some people are appreciative of the fact that masks are so normal now,
Yeah.
and that they can wear them and not have to worry about coming home and getting sick the next week. So I think we'll see a mix of it for a really long time.
And we got 4 more questions because Nick has one for you. Nick,
Oh,
you
yeah.
want to ask me a question, Nick, about the duck?
Yeah, you got the Donald Duck on the shirt. Is it
Yeah.
sponsorship with Disney or?
Yeah, it's this is the University of Oregon duck. University of Oregon sponsored the show this year, and so they got to put their branding on our show shirts.
Oh, I saw the advertisement right before Giancarlo.
I loved their video this year. I thought it was so cool. It was relatable to our fans, and so we're happy to have them here.
I was too way to get in the question because more people showed up on the other side. They're starting to get in from that, went down.
If you go to another one, you got to get there a little early because I think it's really good.
Yeah. All right, 3 more and then we're done.
Yeah.
What are some good local companies or sponsors that you recommend checking out in Portland? And what does all the staff do after the convention to celebrate?
Okay. So Wacom, they're one of our sponsors, but they have like drawing devices for artists and creators. And I think that if that's something you're looking to go into, I think they have really cool devices, software. Like they're very, very cool product. And they're not far from here. I would say like 10, 15 minutes. So that's definitely a place I would check out. And then, with our Rose City badges this year, we got to go to the Adidas employee store.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody with a Rose City badge could go and get into the store. That was fantastic. You get 50% off of retail price, which is pretty cool. And then we have lots of great retailer partners, like Tina Cunha, Powell's. I mean, all those places, those are our people. So I would recommend all of those.
All right, 2 more.
The Kuni Kania, the figurine.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Those are great.
I know.
What streaming networks are you using right now, like Disney Plus, Netflix, and Crunchyroll? What shows do you recommend?
Okay. Well, I have HBO Max because House of Dragons just started. So definitely recommend that. I feel like I have all the streaming services right now. I have Disney Plus. There's a show on Showtime right now that I'm watching. Netflix, obviously. I have younger kids, so we do a lot on Netflix and Disney Plus and kind of a little bit of all of them, but House of Dragons right now. That's my priority.
Awesome. And yeah, this is the last question because I'm pursuing to becoming a voice actor.
Oh, very cool.
Had you ever thought about auditioning for acting roles or voice acting or being an artist?
I've thought about it, but I don't think I would be the right person. We actually have 2 people on our staff that are voice actors, and they are fantastic, and I hear them and they do their voices and I'm like, yeah, they should be the ones doing that, not me. Being an artist, I think my craft of event planning is my craft, and so that's, I guess, how I would consider myself an artist. But no, the traditional sense of an artist, I do not have drawing skills, so I probably wouldn't venture into that.
You've heard of Steve Bloom, right?
Steve Bloom?
Yeah, the voice
Yep.
actor.
Uh-huh.
I'm actually taking classes with him.
Oh,
with
very
Boombox
cool.
Studios, yeah.
That's amazing.
And then I have a
good for you.
voiceover coach. His name's JP. He's from Ireland. He's
Oh, that's
teaching me voice acting also.
awesome.
I
Very
finally
cool.
built my closet. It's like a recording booth now.
That is so cool. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
But
Good luck
that's
with that.
all with Lauren Dabb,
Yeah. Thanks for
Director of
talking to me.
Marketing.